Hey, good morning. I'm Vic Senese with UroNurse News. Be sure to like and subscribe. Have you ever heard a powerful song, watched an emotional movie scene, or experienced a moment so moving that you suddenly felt a chill run through your body? That sensation is often called goosebumps, or scientifically, piloerection. For decades, scientists and psychologists have believed that goosebumps are a visible sign of deep emotional experiences, moments of awe, inspiration, fear, or being emotionally moved. But a fascinating new study is challenging that assumption. Researchers have discovered that people may not actually be good at knowing when they are experiencing goosebumps. In fact, many people reported feeling goosebumps when researchers could not objectively see them happening. Today, we're going to explore what this study discovered, why humans may have lost the ability to accurately monitor this body response, what it tells about the connection between our brains, emotions, and physical sensations. Ooh, are you getting goosebumps yourself? So let's start with what goosebumps actually are. Piloerection occurs when tiny muscles attached to hair follicles, called the erector pili muscles, contract, causing hairs on the skin to stand up. In many animals, this response serves an important purpose. For example, birds can raise their feathers to help regulate body temperature, or create impressive displays during mating. Mammals can make their fur stand up when threatened, making themselves appear larger to predators. Think about a cat arching its back or raised fur when it feels threatened. But humans, we're different. We simply do not have enough body hair for goosebumps to provide meaningful warmth or serve as an effective social signal. Instead, humans rely on clothing for temperature control, language and facial expressions for communication. So researchers asked an interesting question. If goosebumps no longer serve a major purpose in humans, are we actually very good at noticing them? Well, what's research for but to find those answers? So researchers conducted 3 studies involving a total of 617 participants to examine whether people could accurately detect their own goosebumps. In the laboratory portion, participants watched emotional videos designed to trigger strong emotional reactions. These included powerful movie scenes, emotional performances, and inspirational moments. Participants were asked to press a button whenever they felt they were experiencing goosebumps. But researchers also used specialized cameras focused directly on their skin to objectively measure whether goosebumps were actually occurring. And the results, well, you might guess they're surprising. Participants reported more goosebumps experienced than researchers could visually confirm. Only about 31.8% of self-reported goosebump moments actually matched actual observed piloerection events. So that means the majority of the time when people thought they were having goosebumps, researchers could not confirm that they were actually happening. Interesting. So why might this happen? Well, researchers believe one possibility is that humans may confuse different emotional and physical sensations. For example, you might feel a powerful emotional response, a sense of awe, excitement, or being deeply moved. You might experience a chill or tingling sensation or feeling down your spine. But that does not necessarily mean your skin is producing measurable goosebumps. Our brains are constantly interpreting signals from our bodies. Sometimes those interpretations are accurate, but sometimes our expectations influence what we believe we're feeling. The study also found that people had a strong bias towards noticing goosebumps on their forearms. However, researchers found goosebumps actually occurred at similar rates across different parts of the body. This suggests that we pay attention to some parts of our body more than others. Now, this research doesn't mean that emotional experiences are not real. Quite the opposite. People clearly experience powerful emotional reactions. Music, memories, stories, and human connections can create profound feelings. But this study suggests that the relationship between emotion and physical response may be more complicated than we once believed. A goosebump is not necessarily a perfect biological marker of awe, inspiration, or emotional intensity. The human brain is remarkable, but our perception of our own body is not always accurate. Sometimes what we feel and what our body is actually doing may not be the same. Understand that differences may help researchers better study emotions, consciousness, and the complex relationship between brain and body. Thanks for watching, and remember, the more we learn about the human body, the more fascinating it becomes. I'm Vic Senese. Thanks for joining me. Now, tonight on Dr. Jeff, what if improving pelvic floor health could start with a wearable, non-invasive technology without medications, injections, or surgery? Tonight on Dr. Jeff Talks About Sex and Intimacy, Dr. Jeff welcomes Nick Dugan, Clinical Solutions Consultant with Pisces Healthcare Solutions, and Eric Kolb, CTO and founder of Alida, for an insightful conversation about the future of sexual wellness and pelvic health. That's all tonight on drjeffsextalk.com, 7 p.m. Don't miss it. Tomorrow on UroNurse News, a new economic study suggests that GLP-1 drugs may be linked to a 17% reduction in worker sick leave, raising new questions about how these medications could impact employee health, healthcare costs, and workplace productivity. Join me tomorrow to learn more about that.
Thanks for watching UroNurse News. The expert's opinion in this communication are personal and not representative of any organization. They are for informational purposes only, not official guidance. Viewers are advised to use their judgment, seek additional advice, and take responsibility for any actions based on these opinions.